If anyone's driven across the state of Louisiana, but if you drive Highway 10, we got some hands up. There's this whole section, you know about it, it's up on stilts and it goes right through a swamp, probably for about 100 miles it seems. There's no exits. There's just a bunch of hungry alligator eyes looking up at you, hoping you'll run out of gas. Anyway, that's why you gotta carry spare white bread. Alligators love white bread. The song's called Counting Alligators, which is what you do when you run out of gas out there. Driving Highway 10 for the Cajun Queen. Driving Highway 10 for the Cajun Queen. Professor Longhair, Dr. John in the truck, stopping Lafayette for some Cajun duck. Highway 10 for the Cajun Queen. Sit down Louisiana for the Mardi Gras. Down Louisiana for the Mardi Gras. I've seen more Caribbeans pick 'em up truck. Seems a little down on this Louisiana love. Time next spring. Play some of that old two-stepping guitar, buddy. Oh, that two-stepping. Some kneeling down to pray, I'm a cypress knee. Some kneeling down to pray, I'm a cypress knee. Professor Longhair, Dr. John in the truck, stopping Lafayette for some Cajun duck. Kneeling down to pray, I'm a cypress knee. We'll be counting alligators this time next spring. We'll be counting alligators this time next spring. 1, 2, 3. Said, hey now, baby, said, you know me. Coming down here with a worn-out tree. Counting alligators this time next spring. I was thinking about on that last song.
What's that, man?
Remember that first time first time ever we went down to Mardi Gras?
Vaguely.
That's the right answer. We were at the tail end of a 4-week tour in this little minivan. And the very last show was in Memphis, Tennessee. And we looked at the map. Actually, at first we looked at the calendar. And we realized it was only one day until Fat Tuesday. It's tomorrow. Then we looked at the map, did some math, and realized it was only a 10-hour drive down to New Orleans. Let's go, what do you say? And then of course we looked a little closer at the map and realized that we don't want to take the main highway. No. We want to take that back road, Highway 61. Yeah. I know you know Highway 61. That's the home of the blues. Oh, Mr. Robert Johnson. Sun House. Muddy Water. Mississippi John Hurt. B.B. King. All them cats up and down Highway 61, man. Let's do it. So when you leave Memphis, Tennessee, you leave on that Highway 61, you gotta go right by Graceland. Yeah. We had a long drive, so we couldn't stop, but we gave a good big how-do to Elvis Presley. How you doing, Elvis?
How you doing?
Couldn't stop. We went about a mile down the road and you get to this side road that leads into a neighborhood and it's entitled Al Green Boulevard. Yeah. Anybody a fan of Al Green out there? Yeah. I'll tell you, if you're ever in Memphis on a Sunday and you come across Al Green Boulevard, go all the way to the end of that road and get to this little church there and you can see Al Green for free. couldn't stop neither, though this time we had a long drive. Said, how you doing, Al?
I got love and happiness.
Kept going. We dropped down in the Mississippi. The cotton was blowing around like snow. Went through little town after little town. We got to Clarksdale, Mississippi. I know you know Clarksdale. That's the home of the crossroads. That's where Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil to tune his guitar. I think we're in now. We couldn't stop there neither. We had a long drive. We were about, I think, 15 miles south of Clarksdale, Mississippi, and we heard this strange sound come out of the engine of our car. Sean, did you get gas back in Memphis? Tucker, did you get... Guys. There's only one thing you can do when you do run out of gas and you're 15 miles south of Clarksdale. So you grab your guitar, grab that bass too. Ain't leaving that. Alright, yeah. Grab your guitar, carrying that in. And you start hoofing it back to Clarksdale, that last gas station. That's what we did. So if you can imagine us walking through these cotton fields with a bass and a guitar and another guitar, looking for gas. It's real quiet out there. It's like 125 degrees. You could smell that river. There are mosquitoes flying around as big as small mice. And way off in the distance, we heard this thumping sound. Sean, you hear that thumping? Sounds a lot like the bass. Hey, there's only one thing you can do when you hear some thumping like that, and you're in the heart of juke joint, country blues, ragtime, northern Mississippi. So you gotta find out what that is. And that's what we did. We forgot all about the gas. We started walking towards that thumping. The thumping got a little bit louder. We came to this old abandoned warehouse by the side of the railroad tracks at the back of a field. And it was particularly jumping. This one shack was really shaking. We walked up to the door. We walked up to the porch. And there's a little sign above that door, Tucker. You see that sign? I see that sign. What's that say up there? I think it says the Lee Street We'll be counting alligators this time next spring. We'll be counting alligators this time next spring. Halfway up the Mississippi, hope we don't get stuck. Throw me something